Cool. Right, people. It's an introducing, but it's slightly different than normal. We normally do these on Duggys Atomic Dustbin, but we decided to go into some more in-depth stuff or do some slightly longer ones because we're always pressured on the show to keep it 10, 15. We're supposed to be a 5-minute interview, end up being 20 minutes. So, and we're going to revisit some people that we've spoken to before, or people that we think we want to get on and do a longer video. So I've got one of them today. We spoke to me before. Really enjoyed the interview. Really different artist in some of the things he does, and it's nice to welcome Council Cut back on. So thanks, man.
Yeah, good to be back on, mate. Yeah,
I've got to say straight away, you look a bit different, mate.
In what way?
Like you look like I don't know, have you trimmed down? Have you been working out? What have you? You do look a bit different. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I've lost a bit of timber. I've got a little bit carried away.
Did you? Too much?
Yeah.
Yeah, got to put it back on.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when I saw you in your latest video, I was like, oh my God, he looks different. Looks a lot different to what he did before. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I had to have a wisdom tooth out. So I wasn't able to eat for about 2 weeks. So I lost about a stone and just haven't put it back on.
Really?
Not complaining, like.
No, it's like I used to work with a bloke years ago, and he got like the norovirus or whatever was going round.
Yeah.
And he was a big lad. And I'd not seen him for ages, and I bumped into him and went, oh my God, Paul, what's happened to you? He went, well, he said, all I could face eating after I had it was fish, and all I've been eating is fish. He's not hardly, he was just having no carbs or anything, he just went right down to nothing. It's unbelievable, unbelievable. So anyway, tell everyone about your sort of backstory about how you, and where you find yourself now you've got here.
Yeah, so pretty much been playing in bands now since the age of 16, 17. There's too many to mention. Probably 10 different bands I've been in.
Yeah.
And they've all split up for various different reasons. But this is the first real solo project I've done. Partly because it's just easier. You haven't got organised people for rehearsals. You haven't got to bounce ideas off other people. It's exactly what I want to do when I want to do it. It's what I do. So
yeah, there's pros and cons with it being in a band or being solo. And when you solo, there's only you. You know what I mean? You're not get anyone to bounce ideas off. But I can understand the flip side. I think I'd be the same, because I like to be in a bit of control and go a certain way and do certain things. And I can understand if you are creative and you want to be leading the thing, then that can cause a lot of friction. So there's pros and cons with both ways of working, really, isn't it? But like I say, you're on your own, so you can just go and do your own thing when you want to do it. I don't want to do that. Yeah, I want to focus on that, or I want to expand it. So I don't blame you, really, and especially if you've been in a few bands before. You got to do your own stuff.
It's like a few times we've had good momentum and good opportunities. And then we've had band members leave at critical times, really, which is devastating. So at least, if you're on your own, there's only one person blame, really, and that's me. If I don't turn up, it's on me.
Yeah, exactly. And you can drive yourself forward and do your own thing when you want to do it. That's what I like to do. I'm pretty much the same. It's sort of Janice pushes me a bit, but I have to what do I do next? And do I do something different or not? Or do you know what? I can't be bothered doing that. I'm not going to do it because I want to do stuff that suits me and my future and my life, and that's what it's all about. But I'd tell you what, I really like we'll probably put some snippets in here, but YouTube will pick up and probably kick us off. But when we put it out, your latest track, which is I like that. I like that. It's really cool.
Yeah, it's gone down well, that has. To be honest, that's not even. I've had that knocking about 2 years. It's just meant to be a little bit of a promo track until the good stuff. But it's just it's gone down better than I thought, really.
I think it's because I think what helps stuff like that. It's not a cover, but people can obviously get into that sound because it's
be outrageous, wear less, get paid, hashtag self-made, blue tick, pants full, sex sells, your call. I believe in miracles.
That sound because it's familiar to them, and I straight away I was like, oh, I love this, really like that. Yeah,
It's a bit of a cheat code, and so people recognise, even just a simple part or melody, then they're more likely to listen. And obviously having sex in the title obviously helps as well.
Yeah, and then when you start reaming off the things, and I'm like, yeah, it's absolutely perfect what you do. Some of those lyrics are just bang on. I love it. It's absolutely brilliant, mate. And the video's good as well. It's simple, but it's not. It wouldn't have been simple to create, is it? But it's a simple video, if you know what I mean.
It's simple to create, mate. I've only got money for simple.
Yeah, but I prefer them like that than all bells and whistles, and but if you've got it right and the scene's right, it works, doesn't it? And that video does work, and we'll put a link on that in down here. So you say that's the promo for your latest stuff then. So what's you don't want to tell us too much, but what's kicking off then? What you've been working on?
Loads, mate. Last year was a bit of a slower from my standards. I only put 2 songs out last year. For the previous year and before that, I've been doing 7 or 8. But just take a step back from it and just do a bit more writing, and just put myself in a better position for this year, really. Because financially it can be draining. So you have to sort of prioritise other areas for a while to put you in a good position.
Yeah.
To have another push at it.
Yeah, because you start spending time in a studio, and the money soon racks up, doesn't it?
That's it, mate. So last year I built up a good, I've got 4 or 5 songs recorded, ready to go. So whatever happens this year, there'll be at least 5 or 6 songs.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good. I mean, last time we got chatting, it was really good because you was obviously getting a lot of flack from people saying you're not a rapper, you're not this, you're not that. Remember, giving you a lot of abuse. And are you still getting that, or have they left you alone a bit? Have they?
So it's been all right, really. I did a song about it. I don't know if you've seen it, K-Cole. I remember I spoke to you last time. I said I was going to use all the clips and put them in a song. Well, I did that. And then since that one, it's not really come back. So I think people...
Yeah, they might have got the message. Oh, but you can't please everyone. And there's people out there going to misunderstand what you try to do because you're not a rapper, are you? You're a singer, you're an artist. And but I think your stuff's quite unique. I like what you do and how you do it, and you really work well because obviously last time we talked about it was with the Me's, and I think that with the Me's really just worked really well.
Seeing the world in high definition, seeing the world in high definition. You ain't seen nothing to find so highly. Digital diary, gotta get the angle where you look like Kylie. Hashtag smiley, macho styly. Gotta get the badge and so they think he's like.
That was an absolute cracking track. So you're still based in Stoke? Oh,
Yes, mate, still in Stoke.
Stayed there, but back there and staying there now after your London escapades a few years ago.
Yeah, staying there, mate. I think for now.
Yeah. Ooh.
Unless the big money comes in, then I'll be off.
Oh, mate, I hope it does. I wish it does. You deserve it because your grind's there, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, we can do. I don't think the money's in the industry at all anymore, though. Really, is it? But
no, it's a difficult one, isn't it? It's still stitched up at a certain level with the labels and what have you, and they get the first bite of like Spotify, and then what's left's got scattered around between other people. So there's not a great opportunity there unless you've got someone behind you, and then it's merch and gigs, isn't it?
Yeah, I haven't gigged yet really, so there's zero streams of income. I mean, on this YouTube now, it's got over 300,000 plays, and I've not generated 1 pence off that.
Oh my God! Yeah, you've got to have so many. You've got to have so many followers and then so many minutes watched a month, haven't you?
Yeah, it's 4,000 hours over a 12-month period. And I've been stuck on about 3,800 now for a year.
Oh,
just can't seem to get past that threshold.
Oh man, that's terrible. That's terrible. So is that a rolling year or is that year? Is that, I don't know how that works actually, because I'm trying to build ours up and mine up over. I've got a couple of YouTube projects on, and one of ours is getting about, I don't know, it's had about 100,000 views so far, which is great. But we've not got the followers, so we've got to build that up as well. So it's not easy. People think it's dead easy to just
not easy.
get out there and do something. So what keeps you going then? Because obviously you're already saying there's not much money in it, and I'm not gigging. And what keeps you creating then?
It's got to, man. The thing is, if the songs stopped coming to me, I'd stop. But my biggest fear now at the minute, I just don't want, die with an head full of songs. I know that sounds morbid, but I've just got so many songs coming out at the minute. I can't sit down without, not having an idea.
Yeah.
So I don't really care about making it or money or anything else. It's just a case of just get these songs out. Like you release one and then you're writing 10 more. So I don't think I'll ever catch you up.
Absolute nightmare. It's like doing these interviews. Do one, edit it, and I've got to do another one. Or let's get that person. Let's do that person. I get you, because we don't make anything out of this, and we keep trying. But I do it for the love of it, and I enjoy talking to people, and I enjoy trying to get them out there and giving them a little bit of a boost. So that's my motivation for it. And sometimes you don't want to do it, and you just got to keep rocking up and keep doing it, haven't you? And just hope for the best. And you know what I mean? Lately, we've had quite a lot of people joining the show and watching the show and do stuff on there. So I'm quite comfortable with this year. I think we're going to see a step change.
Oh, yeah, you're doing good, mate. Obviously, I've been keeping an eye on it. It's legacy as well, and it's like you can always say, this is what I've done. Stand the test of time, won't it, what you've done? The same with making music, really.
I think so. You can look
My
back.
catalogue.
Yeah, carry on. Sorry, go on.
Yeah. It's like your catalogue of music as your legacy, innit? So whatever happens, I can say, right, then, if I write 100 songs and put 100 songs out, that's my, flag in the land sort of thing.
Yeah, definitely. I agree with you, and I think we might not be leaving a legacy of building, like they used to do in the 1800s, building steam trains and wonderful bridges and monuments. We're doing something else, and we're fortunate that we can do that nowadays with the platforms we've got and the technology we've got out there. But you're right. I've looked back on some of, and hopefully you'll do the same. I've looked back at some of my stuff recently and gone, oh my God, that was good. Jeez, I'd forgot to interview them when we did that. And you'll see lots of. I'm putting lots of old. I've got some older. Go back to my older videos and thought, hang on a minute. Not everybody's a bit like your music. Not everybody's seen this, and not everybody's heard your music. And I'm like, do you know what? I'm putting this out again as shorts, and they've gone down really well. So
yeah,
and I think it's that attention, isn't it? You've got to keep putting stuff out for people to go, oh, he's here again. He's here again. Fantastic.
Yeah, exactly that, mate. Yeah, you just got to keep doing this, and you keep doing stuff that makes you proud of yourself, really.
Yeah. And gig wise, have you not done? Do you not do gigs because obviously you do all the musical instruments and everything behind the scenes? You'd have to sort of try and get that from the studio onto a stage, wouldn't you? Or do you just not fancy doing it?
The logistics of it would be tricky. Essentially, it'd just be like karaoke, which is a bit. I'm not really. But what I would do is, I played sort of half a gig, like a live session thing in front of an audience, and that was enjoyable.
Yeah.
Where I stripped the songs back down just to me an acoustic, but for actually touring, it's just sort of I've done it, man. I've toured the country up and down several times in different bands, and I know what it's like when the venues are half full. In this day and age, I don't fancy doing it again.
No, you're right. It's worse, isn't it? It's worse now. Since COVID and then everything, and the change with people's, younger generation not really going out boozing like we used to. So they're not tending to go to gigs, are they? Because it involves drinking and watching a band type of thing. So I think that's.
It's difficult. I mean, realistically, you've only got a Saturday night these days, whereas it used to be, you could sell out a venue on a weeknight. So if you go play a different city on a Saturday night, the demand has really got to be there, where you can get 200 or 300 people in the building, which is, for an artist my size, it's just out of reach at the minute. And I don't fancy doing it, letting promoters down, say 20 people turn up, you're not going to have the best experience. So I'd just rather shelve it until the demand is if the demand is ever there,
Yeah,
I'm perfectly happy to stuff online.
Yeah, I fully understand that. I mean, we have only done two of them, but we did Dougie Fest here, and we we were going to hire a venue, we was going to go on, and I said to Janice, we've got an issue here because what happens if no one turns up? We've had a venue. It's not going to look great. It's not going to look great for the artist if there's no one there, and the cost involved. So we did it here outside my cabin, which meant we didn't have to pay for a venue. I had to pay for a load of stuff here, but we didn't have to worry about the people not turning up because no one was turning up. It was all online, and whatever we got online was a bonus. So I get you. I'd feel terrible if I'd have got a lot of band together and no one turned up, or 6 people turned up. You'd it's not nice, is it? So I fully understand you. Just wanted to understand what that was, what the reason was. I thought it was something like that, which is makes I've got no fever point. I could probably played live at least 250 times in different projects, so I've got no fear of it. It's just, you used to get something out of it. Like, you might play a gig and get 10, 15, 20 fans, but I just don't see that's feasible or possible now. Yeah. I think the only people that'll come watch you are the people who are, your fans already. No one's chancing a midweek gig, are they? Just on the off chance of throwing out. I think you're right there. I definitely think you're right. And for me, I don't know. I've said to a few bands before, it's not my bag going out on a Friday and Saturday night to go do interviews in a gig with a band, because it's not really what I want to do. And does that make sense? I'm not really a night person anyway. I'm more of a day person. So that's why I do this when we can do it when it suits people, and I basically don't have to leave home. Do you know what I mean? I can do it in my studio. I'm not being lazy. I'm just trying to do stuff. I do stuff that I want to enjoy rather than being. I don't want it to feel like a job. So if I was going out every Friday and Saturday interviewing bands, it'd become more of a job, wouldn't it? Because it's not really what I want to do. Having said that, if I'm going to a festival or a gig for something, then great. I'll get my microphone out, my camera, and we'll have a bit of a chat. I do love that, and it's a really nice thing to do. But to actually go and physically get out there all the time, it's not where I want to be. It's not where I want to spend my time.
Hard work, and it's depressing thinking about it. At the stage where it's at, for local music, well, you just got to roll with the times. It is what it is.
Yeah, and if you're producing it because you enjoy it and you get pleasure out of it, then fine, that's great. You just keep on banging it out, and like you say, hopefully it'll grow and people will identify your stuff and go, yeah, we like this. Let's get it going.
Yeah, I mean, I will play in Stoke probably this year at some point, but that's my own town, so I'd expect that to go okay.
Well, yeah, you'd at least expect your family and your mates to turn up, wouldn't you? And at least fill a venue and nice, and then you've got other people, local artists. So yeah, that could do it. That'd be interesting.
It'd be good, yeah. I'd do that. I mean, I've been asked lots of times. It's like a polite, not just yet. is the answer that goes on.
I'm working on something else.
It's better just being honest, though, isn't it? Because that many gigs get pulled these days, or just no one's there. You're better off just being up front saying, "Look, I don't think the demand's there for 200 people in London. It's just not there, so there's no point."
Yeah, it's interesting. Well, it's not interesting. It's quite sad. It's quite sad that that's the case, because, like I say, Wednesday night there used to be things on in places, didn't there? And midweek, pay a £5, come on the door, and I went to one a few years ago with my dad to interview a band in Manchester, and it was down in a cellar. I think it was 2 floors upstairs and downstairs, and it was the middle of Manchester. It was middle of the week, and these were bands that had come over they were obscure bands, that are indie bands that had come over. One had come over from Malta, and the place was packed out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about 8 years ago. The place was absolutely heaving in the centre of Manchester. I'm thinking, bloody hell, I don't think you get that now. So full of students and what have you, just having a good night, watching some bands play. So,
yeah, it's a shame, but it is what it is.
Yeah. So your latest stuff that's come. You're saying you've got a lot of stuff in your head. Where's your inspiration come from? Is it just day-to-day life, or do you know what I mean? What sparks it off?
Yeah, it's all like experience based. Like, I'm not the best at putting myself in, like fictional scenarios. Yeah. I'd sooner write about stuff that, I can relate to personally or I've experienced. So that's where it comes from, really. I don't know. It's hard to describe just at the minute. Ideas. I can't stop writing music.
That's mad, isn't
You
it?
know,
You've...
because it's not the best. It's not like it's not an enjoyable thing either.
No, I was just thinking that it's when you're explaining it, that sounds quite painful to you. It's almost like it's coming, it's got to come, and you've got to get it out there. Yeah, it doesn't sound. It doesn't sound. It sounds painful. It sounds like I've just got to produce this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like one day they'll dry up one day, won't they? You'd think. So then you'll think, I wish I'd have wrote that song down or wrote that idea down.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, you're doing it now before you get to a point where it stops. It could happen, but if you're that way, I think if you're that way inclined, then it might not. It's a bit like artists. You're a creative artist, whether it's visual, whether it's spoken word or singing or whatever, and you look at artists that do drawings or paintings, things like that, and they just keep churning them out, don't you? My wife's a designer. She's not done anything for ages because she's been swamped with work, and it's sort of stopped her creative energy. But once she gets starting, she just keeps producing. I'm like, bloody hell, what are you doing? Do you know what I mean? And it's like an addiction.
It is for me. I think I always need something to fill the void. Because if I don't, then I just do stupid stuff. So this is a good way for me just keep my mind busy, because I just end up going off the rails. Or
that's interesting. Yeah, that's that. I can imagine that.
So it is like, obviously, the old tortured artist thing, but it's the lesser of all the evils that are available. I'd say.
It might cost you a few quid, but it's not going to cost you your health and happiness if you don't. I'm not suggesting anything. You go down the drinking drug route or whatever. That's a bit more dangerous and a bit more disruptive to you. Well,
it's just anything. Like, if you take away the main thing that you're interested in, you just like, just anything, gambling, anything, just anything. Whereas music's like a safe. You're not going near to anybody. You're not going.
It's not safe for me because I don't write or anything, but I obviously then have to put a show together or do editing. And I was editing some of my old holiday stuff from the other year on the motorcycle stuff, and I just got stuck into it all over Christmas. We didn't go anywhere over Christmas, and virtually I was spending hours every day editing videos, and I was like, I've got to go into that video. I've got to finish that video. It was unbelievable. It's just like I just relentless till it had been done. Do you know what I mean? So I enjoyed that bit. Like I say, you've got to get it out, got to get it finished, got to get it completed, and it stopped me doing other stuff. Yeah, it's good. It's good, man. It really is good. So what you've got 4 or 5 tracks ready for release. So what are you going to do? Steady release them over the year? You've got plans for that, or?
I'm going to try to do them all in the first 6 months of the year, and then I'll have the second 6 months off, I think.
Well, that'll be good.
See how that. Just do the same thing again. Just get them all out, and then just sort of see where that is with regards to where the YouTube is, the monetization things. Hopefully, I'll be monetized then. The goal is to be not make a profit, just be self-sufficient, where it pays for itself. Which I think is realistic.
Yes.
And achievable. So hopefully I can get to that position in 6 months. Then the pressure's off. I can, once it becomes a self-funding thing, then.
Yeah, brilliant. You bang on.
I can relax a bit then.
Yeah, yeah, I get that, because I do other things to fund what I do. You know what I mean? We've cut it back now. We used to be quite a lot every month. I was trying to find hundreds of pounds every month just to stay stable, not to invest in anything. That was just to pay for everything. And that chops it right down to the bare bones. And now it's manageable. It's it's a few quid every week I put in, and it keeps it ticking over. So I ride motorcycles to afford me to do this, and ride motorcycles. That's what I do. Do you know what I mean? It's pays for me bike. So you do other things to fund the stuff that you want to do, which is, but ideally, I'd rather be doing this 5 days a week, interviewing people, editing, and doing more of that. That's what I you know, I mean, it'd be absolutely brilliant. So that's why I want to do more of these long format ones that hopefully we can grow and then get more people, you know, get more people involved and see how our channel goes and take the short format. So, yeah. What would you say to your younger self then, who was starting off in the music industry? What would you say to yourself, do you think? Just carry on.
I don't know. I want to listen anyway. I don't know, because I honestly do not know. It's the same with all musicians. I mean, when you start out, you're 16, 17, 18. I don't care what they say. You always believe you're going to be bigger than the Beatles. Just everyone does. You know. So perhaps I would have said, you know, put a bit aside, or, you know, just get a job as well, you know, which I didn't do a lot of times.
Yeah. But at
the time, so it doesn't matter, does it?
But you're also young enough for that age to be a bit reckless, aren't you? As in, do that, and at least you can focus on that. My lad's 23. He jacked his job and he went to Thailand. He's been there a year now, and he's doing remote stuff over there. And he's young enough to do it. Got no commitments, no kids or wife or anything. So, hey, guess what? If it took him a year, spends 18 months there, and he ends up coming back with nothing, then whatever, it's done, isn't it? He's done it.
Yeah. And you got to do it when you're young, aren't you?
Yeah, no one could say that for you, can they? Those younger years, what you've done in the young years, no one could say that away for you, that experience that you've had, those things you've done, those wild nights, because no doubt there was wild nights, because that's what it's like in the industry when when you're younger. Apart from I've had bands here, don't drink, and I'm like, are you actually in a band? None of you drink. What's wrong with you, lads? Come on, just, I mean, at least have some. Mad.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. So are you going to do videos along with your tracks, or what's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, there's exactly the same formula, really. Just periodically do a video, couple of posts, song, and then that's it. I'm not one for the big sales. I know you should be banging on the social media, but I just can't do it.
Well, yeah. So
as soon as I make the music and put the song out, I'm completely, you know, detached from it. And I just can't be bothered with it. I'll answer the next one always.
Yeah, I get that. Similar for me with a video, and I've done an interview, edit, put it out there, and it's like, and I'll go, did we ever interviewed them? Yes, you did, Kurt. Oh yeah, shit, I forgot about that. I have to look back and go, oh yeah, I interviewed them. I get that, because you're a creative, so you want to create, you want to keep creating, and once you've created it, that's it. As far as you're concerned, it's like putting a book back on the shelf, isn't it? That's it. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Hopefully someone will find it and read it sometime. I get that, and it's not a throwaway thing, is it? It's just like that's. Otherwise, you would be stuck. You'd be stuck on what you were on. You need to be moving forward constantly. So yeah, it makes sense.
You've got to be true. I think proper does my head in when you see bands put a slightly different video out for the same song hundreds of times. It's like, I've already heard it now. And I think that social media is just full of that, where it's just content over art. And I think it should be the art should be first, and then the content secondary. And if I start, doing the opposite of that, it's contradicting yourself. I can't do that. I've got to do. I think,
and it's time consuming as well. It's very time consuming to do all that constantly. And then if you don't do it, you know what I mean. Oh shit, I've not done that. It's another pressure that you don't need if you don't want it anyway, isn't it? If you're putting your YouTube stuff out, you're doing it. You're getting your stuff out there and a little bit of a promo. So with your videos and stuff, you've just someone video them, or do you video yourself? What you're using? You're just using a phone, or what are you doing? Yeah,
it's just literally just my mate on like I don't know what the camera is. He has got a actual real life camera.
Yeah.
I don't know what he says, but yeah, it's the same since day one. I think we've got 23 songs out now, 22. The same man's done all the videos. The same man's done all the recordings. So I think I'll just stick to that.
Well, you might as well if you found someone that works. It's good. It's good. I might even put a bit of snippet of the video in without any of the music, so I don't get picked up. But I think the quality of it's really good. The quality of the video and everything is bang on. So what's that? Because you do rattle off a lot of stuff. What's your message with that song?
The Sex Cells one.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's the thing with that one, because I don't know if I'm. It's like, would I do that? Sort of sell myself, and it's like, well, everyone's got a price, haven't they? Do you know what I mean? It's like that's what the song's about, really. It's like social media and how far people willing go. But if that's how you're feeding yourself, I don't know where I stand on that. So it's just amusing to me, really. Just
I knew it was about that in social media and all that, and you're right. Sex sells. There's a lot of girls try to do OnlyFans and what have you. Women doing it, and that's the same. They see it as a big, easy way to make a load of money, and like everything else, there's a few making a lot of money, and then there's a lot of people making nothing, and they've totally exposed themselves forever. Because once you've done that, it's there, isn't it?
Yeah, no, I agree with that. Yeah, but it's like maybe that's the only avenue they've got of earning money. So I don't know. It's more about society really than the actual individuals doing it.
Yeah. No. I get that. I was just wanting to not clear up, but just understand from your point of view what it's for. That's the message I was getting from it, and obviously you've confirmed that's the reason behind it. But yeah, it's interesting times, isn't it? Where the focus is all on social media, everything social media, isn't it? Everything. And
it's crazy. It's just crazy. And it's changing so fast as well. And it's like God knows what it's going to be like in a couple of years.
Well, a lot
you dread to think. Like,
a lot
you put all your time.
Sorry, I keep talking.
You put all your time into. Sorry. So you put all your time into like your YouTube channel. Like, imagine if YouTube went bust in a few years. It's like shit. There's my lifetime's work on that.
I know that worries me a lot of time with stuff like that, and it didn't pass. So I've looked at it a few times about having it hosted on my own website.
Yeah.
But then that's very expensive. It's expensive.
Yeah, I know.
Talk a lot.
Oh, yeah.
So I've looked at it and I thought, should we do it? And then you're like, I've not got that every month. But that's where if I was earning a lot of money off YouTube or whatever, I think I'd look at that and go bang on there. But not only if YouTube went down, if they cancel you for whatever reason, you might say the wrong thing, or they might find a track from 5 years ago that talks about something that's all taboo now, and they go, "Oh, you're banned. Go see you," because they cancel a lot of people around COVID and after COVID because of. Do you know what I mean? So we know it can be done, and everything you've done is in their hands, really, or in the hands of someone who decides you're not the right thing. So, yeah, it's worrying. It could go bump. It could do anything.
That's why, first and foremost, you've got to do it because you love it. Because if the internet goes or they pull the plug on all your social medias, literally all you have is the art you've done. You haven't got any of the following or the stuff online. So you've got to make sure that you just love doing it first and foremost. Because all the other stuff could be taken away and you can't control it.
Yeah. But have you thought about doing any more collaborations with other people like you've done in the past? Is any of that, or everything's still?
Yeah, I would do, mate. Yeah. Just if the right one comes along with the right song, and these things aren't easy to organise.
No, I get that. I just because that's how we discovered you through when we did the Me's. And I think that was a perfect match because I think the song, them playing it and singing and you doing your bit, it was really, really well. You know what I mean? It really worked. It really worked together. I really liked it.
I enjoyed that one. They're good lads as well. So.
Yeah, they are nice. They are nice guys. They've got a lot of time for them. They're good lads.
Yeah, sound.
So yeah, cool.
Yeah, so I would do. If anyone's watching, I'm open to more collabs. Just get in touch, and see what we can do.
People, that's why we do this. You might not have seen me before. You might not know what his style's like. You might not know what I do. So I will drop some links in here. Go and check him out. And I'll drop some little snippets in and just go and see what he's about. Because I really rate you, mate. I love your stuff. I think I like it.
So,
I really like it. I like your attitude. I like the lyrics. I like what you try to say. I know you're out a lot of the time. You're not, this isn't the right word. Not having a go, but you're picking up on things and the absurdity of certain things and the way you talk about, especially the sex sells one. And I like that. I think it's missing a lot of this nowadays, because I think a lot of the general stuff that's out there, the popular music is just all safe stuff in it. There's nothing challenging the status quo, really, if you like. So, and I think it needs, it needs it. It needs it. I think that was really good in the late '70s. In the late '70s with the punk and the new wave and the mods, there was a lot of that, wasn't there? And, early UB40, it was oppression. They were singing about a cause, wasn't it? And something changed to change. So
yeah,
I think we need that. Rather than just music and lyrics, we need something. Needs to do something as well. So, which is great.
it's like, got to on you, but you need to have people sort of, always pushing the edge of what's safe, don't you? So the rest can follow. I'm not saying that that's me, like I'm some sort of prophet, but I don't like playing it safe.
No.
I like it, like, with regards to what the songs are about, and also, the sounds. I try and keep it so every release is different from the last one. So there's not two in a row of the same genre.
Yeah.
And also, like, lyrically and the messages, I always try to keep it varied. Just keep pushing it as far as I can go. Like the song before this one was a dance one. The song before that one was like a diss track. The one before that was like, sort of new order-ish, like 80s sort of synth pop.
Yeah.
Just keep trying to do different stuff.
Yeah, it's good. And with that, then you're gonna you're potentially gonna generate or attract different people, aren't you? Because someone might like that 80s music, or they might like that, or they might like the other. You know what I mean? There's different people sort of get stuck in their own. So I listen to anything really. If it's good, it's good. But yeah, it's good. It's good to keep trying. It might keep it fresh for you as well, doesn't it? Rather than you producing 1,000 songs that sound like AC/DC every time. But that's got a place as well, hasn't it? People like that. So I don't know. It's mad. It's bonkers, mate. It's bonkers. So crazy. So what have you got planned for the rest of the year? So you're gonna got five or six tracks to release. Then you're gonna take some time off and start writing again and start producing. And
yeah. I think that's the best way for me to do it is, I get overwhelmed doing too much social media stuff for too long. So just have a good run at it, and then just knuckle down and get some more writing done.
Yeah.
But the next one will be out to, I would say, just 2 weeks. So I'm going to keep them coming every 5 or 6 weeks for the first 6 months of the year, and I'll just see where we are.
That's not a bad idea, that, actually, because it's not too much of a time in between, is it? And then people forget about you, and then here he is again. That's quite good, that, rather than. Yeah, I get your method, and it's one batch in it. That's what I'm doing now. Right, that's done. Oh, let's work on that now and see how that goes. So
it's like a bit like the old-fashioned album way, isn't it? Like you do your album, then you tour it through a year, work on your next one. Except for it's just little mini sort of albums.
Yeah.
Like separated in different periods. Because you can't relentlessly just do a song every month. You just burn out.
Yeah. Well, and then but quality would probably go as well. And if you're not putting yourself under pressure, you're not going, shit, I've got to release one next week. You can take your time and go, do you know what? It's going to, it's a couple of months until I need to do something. So that's good. You're taking the pressure off you now, which makes sense. So it sounds like you've got yourself into, a nice groove that works for you, and it's your style of doing things.
It's like on season and off season sort of thing. Like football.
Yeah, get it all out of the way in the winter, and then have the summer off.
Yeah, that's it, mate. Yeah.
Or whatever. Yeah, we'll be a few months' time. We'll be summertime again, won't we? So, well, at the time of recording this, don't know when people are going to watch it. So, what sort of reaction have you got? Have you found you've got a lot more different people listening to you and talk? Do people interact on YouTube a lot, talk, chat, or do you just see the views going up and then little chat?
It's all right. Yeah, YouTube's all right. Yeah, it's probably the best platform I've got in terms of numbers and stuff. Spotify's okay, but again, because I'm not strictly in a genre, I very rarely make any playlists. This last one, funnily enough, it's got like 1,000 listeners from Germany in this one for some reason on the what's it called, Spotify release thing.
Really?
Release radar.
That's
numbers.
That's probably because of the song you've done it on, isn't it? Probably.
Yeah.
That's probably the reason. Because I know I lived in Holland and what have you for a bit, and they did like some of the older music still when I was over there about 20 years ago. So it's still like really back in the day. So that's interesting, isn't it? Unless someone's picked you up over there on a I don't know, on a show and played it and it's gone off. Could be that.
No idea, mate. But I think some of my best work that I've actually submitted to the playlists. It's hard because obviously. I don't know what genre to click when I'm putting music out.
Yeah, that's interesting because you're not, like we said it before. People mistaking you you're not a hip hop artist, are you? You're a music creator. I think you're in your own genre. I won't even know what to define you as because of that. I wouldn't know what you say you are. You just just a performer, creative performer.
Just an all rounder, I'd say. If I can't categorise it myself. God knows what these playlists what categories are going to put me in. So that's why the YouTube, it's not really a genre. There's not genres, is there, on YouTube really?
No.
So that's why I think that's been more successful for me on there.
Yeah, because it's more categorised for video, and so is it entertainment? Is it sport? Is it music? So yeah, you're right. It just comes under the umbrella of music, and I suppose. Yeah. The good thing about probably YouTube, once it knows people like your stuff or whatever, if you've got the tags in, you might think it's 80s synth pop, whatever, then that's a way of dragging some people in from that way, I suppose, in the tags, isn't it? But yeah, that's probably why it's better. And it's a shame, really. We do pigeonhole a lot of people into a genre when we shouldn't do. It's crazy because sometimes you'll go on. I went onto Spotify a bit back, and what did I put in? Rock. I think I put rock music in, right? So I just because my wife likes rock. She likes the 80s rock and all that, 80s, 90s rock, and I was like, this is never rock. What is this doing on here? It's like this was like pop music. What's this? And then another one comes and says, there's about 10 on here. They're not even rock tracks. They don't even sound like rock. Do you know what I mean? Might have even been a jam track on there or something. You think, why have they got this on? It's like, so God knows who's making some of these lists up. And that's the downside with the Spotify as well, isn't it? Because if you start to, you'll either go on a playlist and listen to playlists. Sometimes I'll go on, find a track and go, I'll listen to that. And then it gives you other tracks that are follow on from it. Whatever it is, it'll give you this. If you put an indie track on it, it'll give you indie music, and so that'll be another reason, won't it? If someone just listens to a track, it might not bang. Might not bang yours in there, which is a shame, really.
Yeah, honestly, it's been the worst platform for growth for me. All the others are doing fine. It's just Spotify is really, really difficult.
Yes, I think it's a tough one to crack. Spotify, definitely.
I'm dead against. I know a lot of people will do the old, buying the fake streams and stuff, but I'm dead against anything like that. I just think it's pathetic.
Well, we chatted to Lead Records, they manage a couple of bands. They're not massive, and he did a chat with us the other week and basically said don't do it because they'll if they spot it, then that's you gone. And not only that, then if you look and someone's got X amount of followers, say on somewhere, and then you go and they've got 25,000 listens on a track, and you go, hang on a minute, how have they got all those tracks? Do you know what I mean? It stands out, and it's not.
It's obvious. It's so obvious, and I hate it when a lot of bands push it as well. Like, I've got 10,000 followers plays this week, and then you go on the month after the promotion cycle's ended, and there's like 10. It's just like, well, that's just not a thing, is it?
No, because
like, you're buying your streams.
Yeah, because if you'd got 10,000 monthly listeners in that month listening to a track, you'd expect a percentage of them to go, right, oh, they've got another track out. I'll go and listen to that. And if it goes down, if it goes up and down, it's pointless because, like a bit like you were saying before, if you then went, oh, let's get this band on to do a gig, they've got 25,000 monthly followers, and they turn up and 3 people turn up to watch them and go, hang on a minute, you've lied to us, haven't you? Because you've not got that many people. So you're just
kidding yourself, aren't you?
Yeah,
which is sad, really. Yeah, and I do understand the philosophy of faking it till you make it, and we all got to do that to some degree. But
yeah, but that's not faking it, is it? That's not faking it till you make it. That is being dishonest. It's not faking it.
Yeah, that's like cheating till you make it, isn't it?
Yeah, because we've had it with some of our shows, and you go, oh, last 5-6 months we've started going boom, boom, boom. We started going up, But I could have quite easily got something rocking on Mixcloud to say we was having 2,500, 3,000 people on the show, but you could tell in the comments, wasn't there? But I'd be like, well, we've not had all them. It wouldn't sit comfortable with me. I'd rather some weeks, depending what time of the year is, might only get like 50 people on. You go and you dishearten. You think, oh, well, at least 50 people have turned up. But for me, what I do then is I chop it up, put it on social media, and can get 1,000, 1,500 watching that little clip, which hopefully develops and over time organically grows. And that, I think that's the best way to do it. It's I don't know. It's a weird one. Just do it right. Fake it like you believe in yourself, but don't fake it, which is dishonest. Yeah. So it's not good at all, mate. It's not good at all. There was something else.
There's no financial gain anyway. Like, even if you get 20,000 listeners, you can get a fiver. It's just like,
yeah,
this is literally 0 point. And he says it.
No, it costs them more to do it as well. It's just a false economy. It doesn't work, and unless. Yeah, you can't be looking at it. It doesn't make sense. But people will do it, and I think they'll get caught out. People will work it out, and then they'll move on. They'll move on to something else and wonder why they've not been successful. So yeah.
Well, that's why you've got to put the art first instead of the vanity first. It's just vanity, and buying followers and streams and that.
Yeah, definitely. It's like a lot of things, isn't it?
I think it shows exactly where you stand with it all. I mean, if you're more concerned about your followers and your streams and stuff, and you're in it for the wrong reasons, aren't you?
Yeah.
Because ultimately, it's not going to get you paid regardless of how many streams or followers you've got. So.
Yeah, definitely. And I think that's why it's important to not just do that, but instead of spending your time buying followers, get on stuff like this and I know one of the guys who started doing his own little podcast with his mate, and he's an artist. That should draw more people to him, be more interested and more about what they're doing. So I think there's a big value, especially with the emergence of AI, because I'm doing a project on it at the minute, and when I go and search a band, because I use it a lot for my research, I use a system we've developed, and it shows me, oh, they've done this, they've done that, they've appeared on this, they've appeared on that. And I think for me, if bands wouldn't need to focus on one thing, it's getting on podcasts like this, or creating one, or doing something, because as time goes on, that's where you're going to get noticed, and people are going to search for you, and you're going to come up with the information. So it's worth doing. These things are worth doing as well. So spending time on that. So yeah, pretty cool, man.
Yeah, like I think I said last time, it's what you do when people like you do is just invaluable. It's like the last. I don't know. It's like the last stand. The last stand, really. As grim as it sounds, we just desperately need more people like you and more channels like this doing this sort of stuff.
Yeah, we do, mate. And a lot of people, a bit like you, I asked you before, why do you do it? Someone said, why are you doing it? Because it costs me money to not, I don't want anyone to feel sorry for me. I've chose to do it. I do it because I think someone should do it. And why not be me? And why not try and do the best we can to do that? Do you know what I mean? And I appreciate that you appreciate it as well as some of the other bands that come on and talk about.
No, yeah, like I said, it's something something to be proud of. Unless if this is your legacy, then it's a good one, isn't it? You've done your bit to try and get music sort of back on track.
Yeah, because there's what do they say? That everyone you've ever met in your life has got a different view of you as a person in reality, haven't they? And I want to do something like this so that, like I say, in years to come, if hopefully the internet's still rocking, my grandkids and great grandkids, if it's still going, say, "That's your granddad. That's your great granddad. Look at him. That's what he was about. That's what he did." And I think that means more to me than anything. But on top of that, when we first started, I wasn't after. Yes, I wanted to eventually try to earn money out of it, but that's not the main concern. But the main thing was me is there's got to be one artist, one band that I interview that makes it, and wouldn't it be great to be a part of that? Do you know what I mean? One person that, or encourage someone to do something. And I always talk about Brie Hopkins in the States. I saw her singing karaoke in a bar in Florida about 8-9 years ago. Thought she was great. The video was crap. The audio wasn't brilliant. I was like, she's got something. And I don't think she's very confident to go and do it. And now she's got her own band. She's gigging. And I'm like, oh my God! I'm like, it's like I've. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like a proud uncle, I should say, because I don't want to say dad. But you know what I mean? I feel really proud, like a coach would with a team, a sports team. And you can't explain that feeling. I'm not making it. I'm not going doing them gigs, but I look at her and go, I was a part of that, and I think that drives me as well. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it's invaluable, and you don't know what big part you played. No one can ever say. Maybe one of your videos has been the link between an artist and a manager, or an artist and someone like that. You can never.
Exactly, and that's why I keep producing them. And some, like you do with your music, sometimes it can be disheartening. But you go, no, it just takes someone to see it or think, oh, what's he doing? And then everything I've ever done could blow up, and then that benefits everybody. And that's what I keep saying to the bands when they come on the show, or people share it, get people involved, because it helps. It doesn't just help me, it helps the people that we're talking to and the people we've got on our shows. Try and get them out there. Because what I like about it is, like we've been chatting to you, we're just having a natter like we would if we was sat having a coffee or a beer or whatever. And people don't always see that side of you, or other artists. They only see what you portray on screen and your lyrics and your videos, and they don't see that person. And I think it's vital. I really do.
Yeah, it says you've got to show some of your personality occasionally.
Well, everyone thinks, because a lot of time I'm quite vocal and quite bubbly, and I'm doing my show and I'm jumping about and everything. And a lot of people say to my wife, "He's like that all the time." He's like, "How'd you put up with him?" She went, "You are joking, are you? It's not like that all the time." I'm a bit like, can be a bit like Jekyll and Hyde. I can be the life and soul of the pie, and then I just want to walk away and sit on my own in a darkened room and not talk to anyone. Do you know what I mean? It's really, really weird. And you probably get a bit like that as well, I suppose.
Exactly like that, mate. I've got several personalities.
I think all the interesting people have. I think if you just got one personality and you're just like on there, how boring must that be? Do you know what I mean? So
I don't post much other than the actual song and the odd picture. But it's just like I don't know what the next day I'll end up deleting it, because I don't know. Yeah.
Well, one of the guys who used to work with me years ago, he brought me a mug in once. It was Jekyll and Hyde, and he says, he says, I don't know who I'm going to get every morning when I get in. Is it going to be Jekyll or Mr. Hyde? I've no idea. And my boss at the time went mad. How dare he bring that in? I went, I think that's fucking hilarious, because he's right. I can be up there 1 minute and then Mr. Nice 1 minute and then Mr. Angry the next and not happy about the world. So yeah, it is. But it'd be boring. I think it'd be boring if you're just on a plateau all the time. It's not good at all. Not good at all.
Well, I think the common traits, aren't they? All people who would try and do something extraordinary, and
yeah, because otherwise you've got this blinkered belief in what you're doing, and if you didn't, then you'd. And that's why a lot of people fail at stuff, whether it's going to the gym after Christmas or whatever, because they've got motivation for a couple of weeks, but they've not got the determination or something niggling going, you've got to keep going, you've got to keep going, you've got to keep going. You know what I mean? I've been to the gym solid for the last year, and it's just been some days I've not wanted to go on, but I've just gone up and gone, come on, you've got to go, get going. And I think a lot of people lack that, and that's what keeps them going, the drive. So,
I've seen your thing. It's ripped at 60.
Ripped for 60. I've got some sticker for a lot of people, but
Some guns on you now, haven't you?
yeah. Well, what was funny, it was my 60 for the weekend, and I was in Wales, and me wife's cousin said to me, "Do you only train your arms, Kirk?" I went, "What do you mean?" She said, "Your arms are massive." I said, "Well, give everything else a chance to come on." Do you know what I mean? But my arms. So, but I've trained since I was 16 on and off over the years, and illnesses and work and kids sort of stopped you doing it. And then it was just the last year, actually, my lad's really into his fitness, went to Thailand. I looked down and my belly was coming on, and I'm like, I've got to do something about this. So I put it out there. That's why I was putting it on. I knew you'd get some shit off a lot of people, actually have, but I put it on because it would keep me. I'd have to keep going because I'd put a stake in the ground, like, I'm going to do this. So yeah, thanks for that.
You're accountable then, aren't you? Like you can't go back on it because you put it out there.
I've said it, and so now I've got to think about what's for next year. Do you know what I mean? I can't say rip for 60 because I'll be 61, but it's got a bit. It's good, man. I love that, and that keeps me good. I think that keeps me from doing crazy stuff because I'm all or nothing as well. So I cut the drinking right down and everything because of it. Because like, well, I don't really want to go to the gym if I'm boozing. It's like it's counterintuitive. Yeah. So yeah, that's another thing that I've done. It's kept me going really. So yeah, it's good. But you've seen it, which is great. Loads of people have, and I think that's interesting in because a bit like your stuff or the bands, you don't know who's watching what you've produced. They might not comment on it. They might not say well done or why have you produced that. Like, they'll have seen it. And a lot of people are lurkers and they just watch and don't say anything, which frustrates the shit out of me. And then you bump into them and they'll tell you all the things you've been posting and go, but you've never commented once or liked it or shared it, or which I find really strange. So, but the same with you.
Well,
you don't
you'll
know.
You'll do well get a comment off me on anything.
I'm fine with that. But you know what I mean? But it's great. You don't know who's watching your stuff. You don't know who's consuming it. Going back to what we were saying before, it just takes one person to go, that's fantastic. Yeah, well, let's get him involved. Yeah, I wish I had a magic way of changing things for people. You know what I mean? I wish there was a secret sauce, but there isn't, is there? There's no secret sauce. It's just, I don't know, it's luck or meeting the right people or what it is sometimes. I think it's a combination of a few things, isn't it? You know what I mean? Dedication.
Persistence.
Yeah.
Resilience.
Yeah, definitely. Is anything what you want to get out there and not ask you or promote or talk about? Because we've been at it for a bit, but
no, mate, I don't think they. I don't know. I don't even know what we talked about. It's gone quite fast, hasn't it?
It's great. Well, we've been on about an hour.
Yeah.
And I think that's the beauty of stuff when it is like that and you don't know what you've been talking about, you don't know what you've been doing, and then you look back and go, oh, did I say that? Yeah.
You just have to try to sort me out on the edit when if I'm mumbling on anything.
I will do. Probably more me interrupting you all the way through it. That'll be the problem. Me, I never shut up.
You're all right, mate. You've done a good job.
Oh man! So where do you see life taking you next year? What do you think? Have you got plans, or are you just going to roll the punches, see what happens?
Just the same, mate. Like I said, just try and catch up with the songs I've written. You know, just try and catch up with the songs I've written. You know, and hopefully to start becoming self-sufficient with regards to the music, so it funds itself. You know, I'm not asking for a lot. Just a few £100 a month would cover, you know, just a day's recording a month or something like that. You know, just become slightly self-sufficient, and then.
Yeah, because you graft as well. What do you do for work? Have you got a job, or do you know what I say?
Yeah, I've got a job.
Yeah, you could part that in and just keep going. But yeah, it would be nice. That's the aim, isn't it? If it pays for itself, I'd be the same if it all paid for itself and gave me a little bit more. You know, I'm not talking like you. I'm not talking thousands of pounds a month. Just, you know, like you say, it's just a few £100 just to be able to afford. You know, stop doing some of the stuff I'm doing now to, earn a bit to do stuff and pay for, I want new cameras. Shit, I can't believe the crap I've got in here over the years. I started off with a laptop and a USB microphone, and that was it. You know what I mean? And a little webcam. Now I've got, I think my wife will go, someone will turn up, she'll go, what have you bought now? Oh, a camera. What, another one? Yeah. Or I've got this. What's that you've got now? Oh, I've got another stand for this. I've got, you know what I mean? It's crazy. I've set up here, you see. I've set up where we are now, behind the screen, is another desk, another chair. And I want to do more this year is in person here where I do.
Oh, face to face.
Face to face. I've done a few of them last year, and I need to got a bit busy with one or two things, but I'll do some more because I have my Duggys Stone Radio, which this will go on YouTube, and I also have another one on Rumble called "Who the Fuck Is Kurt Pickstone?" And basically,
sounds good.
Hey, like you do, and
that's a good one, yeah.
Yeah, who the fuck is Kurt Pickstone? So, but then what I do when I bring my guests on, they might not be artists. They could be, I've had a guy who's a Sikh guy I know who does social media, wanted him on for various reasons. I've had a Muslim guy on a few weeks ago, I wanted him on for various reasons, obviously, with the state of the country and what have you. And I always pose the question, whoever my guest is, so who the fuck, so you know what I mean, it were you, it would have been, so who the fuck is Council Cut? And then we kick into it. So that's how I do it. So, but this one's for me, for the Duggys Stone Radio YouTube. But the reason why I did that other one as well, a bit like you, to try to create different things, is I didn't want to confuse anyone putting it on our other stuff, but I wanted to talk to people and for them to be, we could talk about not dodgy subjects, but we talk about absolutely anything and anything when, and they can talk, you know what I mean, go where they want to go. So, yeah, I've only done a few of them. I enjoy them. I need to do a few more of them, but I'll do them this year. But yeah, it's got to keep.
Yeah, I've got like Joe Rogan sort of thing.
Yeah, definitely have three cameras going, different camera angles, and they're quite slick. They're quite slick. I quite like, but it's that's same again. It's tight. The downside with that doing it here is they have to come here, depending where they are. Whereas with this, we can do it anywhere, and it's just tying them in because I'm trying to get a guy on who's a councillor for one of the political parties at the minute. And I want to get him before Christmas, but I'm going to get him in the next few weeks. I know him anyway, because that'll be quite interesting. So I want to talk a bit about the political thing and what's going on and how he's got into that party and why he's in that party and what they're going to do and things like that. So that'll be that. If I get him in, that'll be really interesting because it'll be topical.
Yeah, interesting one.
Yeah, and hopefully that spins off to pushes people towards me other stuff that I produce when they go and find it. So there you go.
You have to make sure you ask him all the tough questions. Don't let him off easy.
Don't worry, I won't be doing. I know him, like, but he's never done one before, and he went, "I'm not sure." So don't worry about it. Yeah, I'll look after you. So
yeah,
but it's good. It's good. It's got to keep creating and come up. A bit like you coming up with different ideas of doing different things, different way, and I've always done that over the years. I've done all sorts in the last 10 or 12 years. And then you do stuff for a bit, go, no, that's not really kicking it, so I'll do something else, and then just keep creating. Like you creating your next album piece of work, which you're doing, aren't you? It's great, mate. Looking forward to it.
So you've got to keep on keeping on, aren't you?
You have, mate. You have. Right, I think.
It's either this or the pub.
Say again. It's either this or the pub, yeah. Well, my neighbour came round this afternoon and says, come on, because we have cabins in the garden. He says, come on, you coming round for a game of dance, a few drinks? I went, no, mate, I've had a heavy weekend. I can't handle it. So I don't want it. Yeah. Stop me doing my stuff. Right, I think we'll call it a day. So where's the best place? Where's the YouTube? We'll put a poster in here. But what's your YouTube channel called?
It's Council Cut on everything.
Yeah, there you go. Dead easy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Dead easy.
Dead easy, mate.
Dead easy. Nothing, no different names on different platforms. But I'll drop all your links in the bottom. People go and find you. And I genuinely urge people to go and find you. And I'll try and link to some videos because I think you should go and see what you do because I love it, man. I think it's great.
I think we should.
Yeah, definitely. Get him over 400,000 so he can start earning £100 a month, people. That's all he needs. No, he needs a few more. Yeah.
Well, I'll take any from mate, honestly.
I would at the minute. But that's wonderful, mate. Thank you.